Hi. Now the chief of Wagner Group of Russia, which is a mercenary and they call themselves a private military company. His name is Prigozhin. And Mr. Prigozhin has been in news for at least 7 days continuously because of the kind of videos he made. He made videos with the corpse of his soldiers. He made videos where he accused the Russian military leadership of being corrupt. He made videos where he was taking the names of people like Sergei Shoigu, who is the defense minister, and he is somebody who has been known to be quite close to Mr. Vladimir Putin. Now, I consider the likes of Prigozhin, even Ramzan Kadyrov, who is the chief of Chechnya, Russian province of Chechnya, he is also having his own private army as warlords. And warlords are not just restricted to Asia, to Africa, or to Russia. Even the United States of America is having warlords. What about Blackwaters? I'll come later on Blackwaters as well. But I don't consider them. Let it be Ramzan Kadyrov, let it be this guy. I don't consider them anything other than the infamous Afghan warlord Abdul Rashid Dostum. The only difference is of the ethnicity and geography. But if you look at their ventures, if you look at their deeds, if you look at their actions, they are of similar kind, like of Abdul Rashid. Now, when we are talking about warlords, how can we forget Mr. Eric Prince? He's an American citizen and he runs Blackwaters Company, which is a private military contractor, the same infamous Blackwaters, which shot down many of the unarmed innocent Iraqi civilians. And in year 2017, Eric Philip, he gave a proposal to the United States government that it will be much cheaper for United States if they make him run the country of Afghanistan like a viceroy, like in the imperial days. The viceroy used to come from London and he was representing the United Kingdom government. Blackwaters and Eric Prince will be representing the US government there in Afghanistan. A private company will be running the show of the country as a viceroy of America. But it never happened. This guy even offered private military forces in Afghanistan, and Blackwater founder, the same gentleman, what I call a warlord, this warlord Eric Prince, he reportedly wanted Afghanistan to use his private air force also. And when America went out of Afghanistan and we saw, the whole world saw chaos on the Kabul airport, Eric Prince, the same warlord, he was selling tickets, flight tickets out of Afghanistan for 6,500 per ticket. And who was trying to get the tickets? Who were those people? Those people were basically the sympathizers or supporters of US forces there in Afghanistan. Most of them were wanting to flee the country so that they do not face the barrel of Taliban. But Eric Prince was making money out of those people who were stuck in such a odd situation. We saw people, they were grabbing the wheels, the tires of aeroplane, and they fell down to the ground. But this guy, Eric Prince, was selling tickets out of Afghanistan for $6,500. Such are the actions of these private warlords. Now coming to the present topic, the head of Wagner Group, Prigozhin, he made so many videos, and especially the videos which were really graphic and shocking, and he trashed the Russian military leadership and especially Sergei Shoigu, he accused the Russian military of being corrupt and that it is riddled with traitors and his troops are pulling out of Bakhmut area because of lack of ammunition, the ammunition shortages. The Wagner force will be leaving back around 10th of May and it will be replaced by Russian forces. I don't think it will be replaced by Russian forces. It will be replaced by Kadyrov's force. Ramzan Kadyrov is the guy. He is also a warlord. He is the head of Chechnya. He is quite a loyal person to Mr. Vladimir Putin. He is having his own cult, what I can see from his social media profiles. He is running his own cult there in Chechnya and his troops will be taking the vacuum, filling the vacuum which will be produced by the leaving forces of Wagner group from Bakhmut. Now the former Deputy Defense Minister of Russia, Colonel General Mikhail, has joined the Wagner group as its deputy commander. Now he's a regular military guy. He is a guy of Putin. Like the Wagner group's head, he was also a guy and he is also a guy of Putin. But he is a trained military officer and he has joined the Wagner group now as its number 2. So coming to my observations on this topic, I think that the head of the Wagner group right now, who is making all kinds of social media videos, is looking in quite angry mood and he is also looking quite stressed. He is in extreme stress. And why I think he is making such a videos is because he is not a trained military officer. His training is not of military. He is running a private military company, but he is not a military officer. He has not been trained with the disciplines of military and that is the reason he is behaving like that under the severe stress in Bakhmut, which is called as human meat grinder. So in this stress he is making such a kind of videos and even videos with the corpse of his soldiers lying down on the ground. Now you tell me one thing, when you ever saw a military officer from any country under any kind of worst of the circumstances making video with the corpse of his soldiers? You would have never found such and stuff because they are professionally trained and disciplined military officers. And this Wagner guy, Wagner head, he is not a professional military guy. At the end of the day, though he is running a private military company, he is a civilian and he is right now behaving under stress like a civilian and not like a military guy, not like a military officer. And no military in the world will take all these things. Even Russian military won't take all these indiscipline which he is performing, but they were tolerating all these things since past couple of months because of his connections there in Moscow. But it looks like now they have also reached a breaking point, especially when he made the videos with the corpse of his soldiers. And that is the reason this guy, the former defense minister of Russia, Colonel General Mikhail, he has joined Wagner as his deputy. So you may call him a deputy, but I think this guy, his eyes looks too cold. He will very soon become the head of the Wagner group, and even if he is not the head of the Wagner group, basically he will be running the show. And I think Prigozhin won't get that kind of welcome in Moscow's high circle, in the power corridor of Moscow, like he used to get. This is my observation, and I think this guy is the next Wagner chief. Thank you.